Many of us loved playing with Barbie and Ken dolls as children, and it's no surprise why. From her various careers ranging from veterinarian to astronaut, to her enviable dream house or pink car, it's easy to see why kids would aspire to be like Barbie. But for some people, those dreams never went away, and they've spent massive amounts of money and undergone surgical procedures just to further resemble their favorite childhood toy. One thing Barbie's hands still struggle with is pressing that subscribe button. Show off your enviable human hands by doing so, and then join our notification squad as well. Ophelia Vanity. Going through a goth phase is a typical teenage trope. Sure, some adults still adhere to the goth aesthetic, but many people develop a new sense of style at some point in their lives. Ophelia Vanity certainly grew out of using excessive amounts of dark eyeliner and dyeing her hair black, but her look went in the complete opposite direction, and she decided to turn herself into a human Barbie doll. She claims that she had loved Barbie since she was a child and always wanted to emulate her iconic sense of style, so she traded in her trip pants and manic panic for pink t-shirts and short skirts. Oh, and she filled her face full of Botox, of course. Ophelia Vanity has fillers put in her face every 6 to 9 months and has undergone non-surgical rhinoplasty. This means that instead of using surgery, the shape of her nose was transformed using filler injections instead. But she doesn't plan on stopping with these procedures. She intends to get breast augmentation in the future and even wants to have some of her ribs removed in order to achieve a smaller waistline. So far, she has spent about $36,000 on her cosmetic procedures. Celso Santebañes. Few versions of human dolls received the fame and notoriety that Celso Santebañes did. The Brazilian model began his transformation into a human Ken doll after winning a modeling contest at the age of only 16. Although you might think winning a modeling contest would cause you to feel better about your looks, it just wasn't enough for him. It turns out that he had always been a doll enthusiast and had shelves of them on the wall of his home. His looks aren't the only thing that he decided to alter in his pursuit of perfection. He changed his last name from Borges Pereira to Santebañes after the name of his favorite television character. Since he knew everyone loves an awesome doll, and there was only one of him, he launched his own line of Kelso dolls so that everybody could get the chance to take a Kelso home. When crafting his own face, he had 4 operations on his nose, chin, and jaw, as well as having silicone implants put in his chest. He spent over $38,000 on cosmetic procedures. At some point, he had hydrogel fillers injected into his leg, which then became infected. When he went to the doctor to be treated, it was discovered that he had leukemia, and he tragically passed away just 5 months after his diagnosis. Have you ever wished you could see the most amazing video content all in one place? Look no further than ThePremium. You'll gain access to thousands of ad-free videos from The Richest, Screen Rant, The Taco, The Sportster, The Things, and more. It's free to sign up, so log on today. Best of all, you'll get the first peek at the newest content available before anyone else does. What are you waiting for? Check out ThePremium and start binge watching now. Kerry Miles. While spending tens of thousands of dollars on plastic surgery and cosmetic procedures may seem extreme, one woman named Kerry Miles spent over $128,000 on her procedures. And we will let you decide for yourselves if that was worth it. And that is an ongoing total, since Miles has claimed she has no intention of stopping her pursuit of a life in plastic. According to Miles, she used to be rather plain and was picked on in school for her appearance. Since 2010, she has been working to turn herself into a Barbie doll, starting with breast augmentation and Botox and lip fillers. In addition to those procedures, she's also spent thousands of dollars on makeup, fake tans, hair extensions, teeth, and whitening. You may think your girlfriend takes a long time to get ready, but Miles spends 2 hours getting ready to face the day every morning. Her routine consists of a bath in her jacuzzi tub and a facial, which must be completed before she leaves the house. She even has a real-life Barbie box that she's been known to step into from time to time, recently making an appearance on This Morning. Jedlica and Pixee Fox. Jedlica and Pixee Fox have not only gone through massive amounts of plastic surgery, but they've joined forces as plastic surgery pals and have become a real-life Barbie and Ken. The pair recently decided to take a sabbatical from dating and focus on their true love, plastic surgery. Fox claims that the pair have given up on love. She split from her last boyfriend in 2013, and Jedlica recently divorced his husband of 3 years. In addition to their procedures taking up a lot of their time, Jedlica claims that it's hard to find someone to support their pursuit of perfection. The couple have spent over $7 million on plastic surgery, and that's just the beginning. They plan to undergo future surgeries together so that they can heal together as well. Fox has already had 17 operations, including having 6 of her ribs removed, but she claims that she intends to get hip and butt implants in the near future. It might not shock you to learn that these two love getting attention, and they claim that combining their plastic powers has caused them to receive exponentially more of it. Rodrigo Alves. Rodrigo Alves, also known as the Human Ken doll, has spent almost $500,000 on cosmetic procedures. To be specific, he's had 51 plastic surgeries and 105 cosmetic procedures so far. Even his six-pack abs were created in a surgeon's office rather than at the gym. But recently, Alves got some disturbing news that may mean his face is at risk due to all the surgeries he's subjected it to. His most recent rhinoplasty, which Alves said made his nose finally perfect, also caused him to come down with an MRSA infection. This is caused by bacteria that is resistant to most common forms of antibiotics. It's become so bad that Alves is unable to breathe through his nose, and the doctor was unable to properly examine his nostrils because they were so swollen they couldn't fit an otoscope in them. The amount of surgeries Alves had in a short period of time caused this damage to the tissue and the skin in his nose, meaning that any further surgeries could cause him to lose his nose entirely. Hopefully, Alves will leave his nose alone, at least until it has time to heal. Martina Big. Martina Big may not look like a traditional Barbie doll, but she is on a quest to become a new and, quote, exotic-looking Barbie. Her words. She started out emulating the looks of Pamela Anderson and Katie Price, but decided that those women just weren't curvy enough, and she wanted the sort of curves that only exist in cartoons. In addition to creating her own curves and emulating Barbie's signature blonde hair, Big claims that she wants to tan herself to a nice crispy brown, and sitting out in the sun just wasn't cutting it anymore. She had 3 rounds of melanin injections to give her that fresh out of the sun look. Big believes that the strange looks she receives is often because people incorrectly believe that her dark skin clashes with her blonde hair. But she is undeterred and loves her unique take on the classic Barbie look. Some people have even taken to calling her tanning addict Barbie, but Big won't let this stop her from pushing her body to the absolute limits. So far, her cosmetic treatments and surgeries have cost her over $65,000. Amanda Love. Another human Barbie who was inspired by Pamela Anderson is Amanda Love. As a young girl, she believed that Pamela Anderson was what a human Barbie would look like, so she sought to emulate her appearance. She claims she felt a passion for plastic perfection, and she spends about $15,000 per year on her extensive beauty regimen, which includes Botox injections and fillers. This mother of 4 is constantly mistaken as her children's sibling and not their mother because of her youthful appearance. Besides taking care of her children, she spends an incredible amount of time on her beauty routine. One shortcut she took was having her makeup permanently tattooed on her face, which has been a real time saver. It's important when you need to blow out your hair, get your roots done, get a facial, and do your nails, eyelashes, and eyebrows constantly. Unlike many other human Barbies, Love has an incredibly supportive family and husband. She wants to have even more surgeries and has been posting modeling shots online in order to solicit donations that would enable her to afford them. Love doesn't believe that she will ever be done having surgery and plans on getting further breast augmentations and perhaps even a rib removal in the future. Jonny Dylan. When he was just 5 years old, Jonny Dylan got his hands on his very first doll. It was a Malibu Ken doll, sporting a tan, blonde highlights, and showing off his dark blue eyes and eyelashes. Dylan claims that the second he laid eyes on the doll, he knew that was what his image of perfection would be. To maintain his Ken-like appearance, Jonny spends about $800 per month, or $9,600 per year, on Botox and other fillers. Although he was born in Hong Kong, he now lives in Vancouver with his boyfriend, who disapproves of his plastic lifestyle. In addition to having his face injected with various chemicals and fillers, he also uses fake tanner and advanced contouring skills to get his look just right. He's well known for his massive lips, but Dylan still isn't happy with the size and wants them even bigger. Some doctors disagree, and he's had trouble finding some to give him the pout he desires. Dylan is nowhere near done with his goal of becoming a real-life Malibu Ken, and has stated that a nose job is next on his list of procedures. Alina Kovalewskaya. While other human Barbies and Kens spend big bucks to get their looks just right, Kovalevskaya claims that she just naturally looks this way. Being a doll comes naturally to her, with her large eyes, small lips, and hair that flows over 3 feet long. While some people doubt her claims, Kovalevskaya steadfastly maintains that she has never had plastic surgery. Instead of pulling out all the stops to get the physical proportions of a Barbie doll, she focuses on mimicking her facial features and sense of style. She does her best to maintain her porcelain skin by shunning sunlight, and wears big contacts to give her a wide-eyed appearance. Although it may seem natural that she would be friends with fellow human Barbie doll Valeria Lukyanova, the two have a bitter rivalry, and Kovalevskaya claims that she has no interest in ever speaking to her fellow Barbie again. There was apparently a misunderstanding between the two, and although we don't know what it's about, knowing what we do about Lukyanova, it could very well be about anything under the sun. Valeria Lukyanova. Perhaps the currently most well-known Barbie is Valeria Lukyanova. Despite this, she has been known to reject the Barbie name and claims she is simply a classy girl. From the moment she wakes up in the morning, Lukyanova gets ready to work on her hour-and-a-half-long beauty routine that she describes as motivating. She admits to having breast augmentation done, but claims that the rest of her signature look is the result of hard work at the gym and a special diet. That special diet is a strict, raw vegetarian diet. That may sound rather limiting, but it's actually a lot better than when she attempted to practice breatharianism. Breatharianism, as we're sure you all know, is when you forego food entirely and subsist on nothing but light and air. Unless you're a plant, we definitely don't recommend this particular dieting method. She's most well known for her modeling, but she is also a writer, DJ, and musician. Lukyanova claims that people often underestimate her based on her looks. Maybe that's true, or maybe our judgment has been clouded by all the eating and drinking that most humans tend to do. Whether you see these people as life goals or examples of the extreme limits of the human physique is totally your call. Although we may think these people look out of place in the real world, at least they're committed to their pursuit of perfection, even if it might look a bit different from our own. Thanks for joining us here at The Hub, and don't forget to give our video a like before you leave. Bye for now.